Every house tells a story. And this is ours. It all started with this letter sent to me back in 1991 when I was living at 58 Burngreave Road from my dad, who had moved back to Jamaica. In one of the exhibitions was a display in regards to our specific family. I heard Valerie, who was one of my colleagues, she's also one of the co-founders at the Memory Hub, she's looking at this letter and she said, well, I lived at 56. I said, what?
We moved into 56 Burngreave Road in 1962, I think it was, and we lived there until 1971.
One of our elders, Mrs. Richards, she then went on to tell both of us that she used to live at 56 Burngreave Road as well.
Yeah, 56 Burngreave Road, but this is 1957.
Wow.
56 Burngreave Road is truly an iconic address. One house lived in by people from various parts of the Caribbean for over 70 years. Just 2 weeks ago, mid-July, we celebrated the 90th birthday of Mrs. Richards. Sadly, for too many people who are living with dementia, their loved ones and others' main focus is on what they can no longer do. Mrs. Richards is a prime example of somebody who is still pursuing and living her dreams.
Like any other island in the Caribbean, years and years ago, things wasn't easy for us, but we made use of what we had. My name is Muriel Janita Bess. I was born in Barbados and I left there March 1956. I was in Scotland for a little while. Then I got the ticket. He says to me, then you get on the train. You're going to be on the train all night. The conductor, each time the train stopped, he came and have a look round the corner to see if I was still there. I spent my 21st birthday in Scotland at the Allen Park Hotel. I got up the morning and started breakfast and serving the guests and cleaning and doing everything. And my friend came across from the other hotel. And as we walk in, they all sing, "Happy birthday." And I looked at her and I says, well, what day is it today? No, she says, it's your birthday, you're 21 today. And I just started to cry. I left Scotland and arrived in Sheffield. I lived in Andover Street first, and then I got somewhere at 56 Burngreave Road. Those days were difficult days. Living conditions wasn't as we would have liked. And everyone had to try and work hard then to get their own place. I haven't been anywhere else. So yeah, it's home.
"56 Burngreave Road is a large house. It was in 1962 that the Richards family sold it to the Grossetts. It was two brothers, Sonny and Granville, and both of them had travelled over from Jamaica, and for them, this was the ideal house.
My name is Valerie Grossett. I was born in Sheffield. In 1961, we moved to 56 Burngreave Road. My parents came from Jamaica. Dad came over in 1957 and Mum followed in 1958. There was probably 10 or 11 children living there. So my cousins and my siblings and my parents and my aunt and uncle. So it was a full house, busy, loud, noisy, but it was fun. Back in the 50s, the early 60s, it was very difficult to get accommodation. And people always talk about the signs in the windows, no blacks, no dogs, no Irish. They'd see my parents, coming down the drive or knocking on the door, and it's like, no, we've got no rooms, when in actual fact they did. So the struggle was immense. Here you have a picture of my grandmother, and on the right is my older sister, Paulette, which was taken in Jamaica before Paulette came to England. Paulette came in 1967 when she was 13 years old. My siblings came back from school and my mum just said, "This is your sister." It was that time of learning, discovering, just knowing the local area, knowing the library, living with your cousins, having 4 parents, getting to know the lodgers who came and that community. So all of us look back on 56 Burngreave Road with fondness.
One of the Grossett's good friends was Mr. Edward. And Mr. Edward always liked 56 Burngreave Road. So in 1972, when Mr. Grossett was ready to sell the house, he informed Mr. Edward.
BBC Radio Sheffield with Diana Ross. Chain reaction. How are you doing this morning?
Paulette Edwards.
Paulette Edwards.
BBC Radio Sheffield.
I hope you're well.
I'm Paulette Edwards. I lived at 56 Burngreave Road with my 5 siblings from being 8 to being 18 when I left to go to Huddersfield Polytechnic to train to be a teacher.
When you went into a room, for me, it was a different experience each time because you could see things that you'd never seen before. Yes, the majority of the time it was fun, but we had some tricky times as well, definitely, yeah.
They had 6 children, struggled to make ends meet, but they'd send money back home. So my mum was born in Portland, we've got a passport. My dad was born in Trelawney. Mm-hmm. They were born in country, as they called it, in Jamaica, which is very...
Rural?
Very rural, yeah. So they kind of lived off the land and stuff, didn't they?
Yeah. On the train, she was saying to Dad, what are all these little factories with the smoke coming out? I mean, Dad says they're not factories, those are houses. Yeah. Those are terraced houses. She looks so young there, doesn't she? No. Yeah. I think she looks a bit like Marlene there.
She does.
Marlene
there. Danny always says that she looks like Marlene.
Yeah, Marlene. So she must have been, what there, Bobby?
Early 20s.
Early 20s. But I can always remember this story when she says, Dad used to work with some people, and then used to serve them dog before them served me. Yeah, used to feed the dogs.
Sleep outside.
Yeah, before they, fed the staff, but yeah, tough life.
Yeah. We sold the house in 2022 after my mother died. In terms of legacy, I don't know if we would have been brave enough to do any of the things we've done.
How are you? Good to see you.
Long time no
So we're here. I know. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Life's good.
Yeah.
Life's good.
So here we are.
Where we are, eh?
Here we are. On Burngreave Road. Should we go and see the house?
Let's go see
the house.
Wow, look at that.
There it is.
Look at it. Wow, it's the stories that it's telling, isn't it? Yeah.
If his house could speak, eh?
So many things.
Yes.
So many families.
Well, what a reunion, eh?
I know.
Beautiful.
What a reunion.
It's been good.
Is the dad?
Been good.
How about to go? Well, how about the patty?
The patty would be good. Let's get a patty.
And a ginger beer.
And a ginger beer.
Guinness punch.
Oh, sorrel and ginger. Let's go.